Good day, Ruskin and Jaws. Hope you're all having a lovely day. Right now it is the 29th of July... The 30th of July. Hello, how you doing? Right, so it's been just over 48 hours since these new skins rotated into the Rust store. But basically, we're going to go ahead and look at all of their progress and figure out which of these skins are still looking to potentially be a nice investment. Which of these skins, if we invested into them, could give us some of those delicious looking profits. So, we're going to look at the likes of the sales for the Pirate Roadsign gloves. As you can see right here, just under 22,000 estimated sales. Well, the best thing that I can show to you is to look at the previous 48-hour analysis videos. Why? Because we can see the progress of the other pirate skins. So let's just quickly hop over to here. Yep, here is my YouTube. How nice. And as I have it already prepared, you can see, what was it, 2 weeks ago, Pirate Tier 2, you can see the kilt right here had 30,000 sales, and the other Tier 2 pieces had 26,000 sales. Alright, we've got that covered. Then we'll take a look at the likes of the hoodie and pants, and what do we see here? Just over 26,000 sales for both of these as well. Right, so for around the same amount of time, if we hop back over to here, we can see that the likes of the Roadsign gloves are probably going to be one of the lowest selling skins of all of the collection, which, as you can see here, pretty much all of the core pieces, that being Tier 3, Tier 2 and hoodie and pants, they had about 50,000 sales each, didn't they? In fact, it's more common to see them getting close to about 60,000. Oh dear. So these, I'm currently expecting that these are going to probably end up at around 40,000 sales. That might sound, that does sound quite a lot, fair enough, but with what we've seen for all of the pirate core pieces, the very second that they became marketable, each and every single one of them had tons of buy orders on them. There is such high demand that it's keeping all of the prices up, even though there's very high quantity on the Steam market. And I can show you to that right now. So, Pirate, and yeah, we got the likes of the coffee can here, 334. That price is glitched, don't worry. You've also got the chest plate here, 177. Pants, 552. Pirate face mask, 387. The hoodie's right there, but the most notable one is the kilt. Now, I probably will be doing another analysis video for the Pirate Collection because we are starting to notice some consequences for all of this demand. Loads of people thought, oh yeah, this is going to be easy profit. But there, of course, are buy orders, loads of buy orders that are keeping the price up. So in terms of actually being a profit, this isn't actually profitable, is it? Because, what? If you bought it for 99 cents, you have to sell it for at least $1.12 to get your money back. Oh no. So consequences are being seen with a ridiculous amount of sales. So I'll probably talk more about that in a video maybe tomorrow. But in regards to what we see here, it's definitely something we have to be a fair bit cautious about with these gloves. But as I said, I do expect them to be the least selling pirate armor piece to be accepted. So of course, no primitive there. Now, again, we should also bring up Roadsign glove skins, as you can see right here. When you look at all of them, out of, 30 skins, you can see there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. There's only 3 skins that are currently in the negative. All of the other ones in the positive. Well, I mean, there's one of them that's, yeah, that one's evens, but, whatever. So, yeah, you also might notice that the vast majority of these Roadsign gloves are part of collections. JPEG, Toy, Hardsuit. Easter does have Tier 2, but that's it. Comics, Skullkiller, Black Gold, Berserker. Yeah, so Pirate Collection, of course, is another one. Now, at the very least, with all the demand for the pirate skins and whatnot, and the low sales compared to all of the other armor pieces, I do think the Pirate Roadsign gloves will be a reliable thing to put your money towards. If you had to buy something this week, which at the very least would retain value, it would be the gloves. I feel it's the much safer option. But it very likely might not be making the best profits, if that makes sense. So that is my answer. You could still invest into it. You could do buy orders, yeah, but just be aware, as I've said before, with each and every single core piece, that being any of the Tier 2 armor, Tier 3 armor, and the hoodie and pants, and the very second they became marketable, they instantly had buy orders, tons of buy orders around the price that they sold for in the Rust store, around 99 cents. For the vest, which randomly sold at $1.49, it had buy orders going all the way up to about $1.49. So, yeah, wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if this also has buy orders instantly going all the way up to about 99 cents. So it honestly looks like it's a perfectly fine thing to go ahead and buy. As of now, you don't need to rush into buying it. You can wait till Thursday, or you could wait until Wednesday or Thursday. But keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on the sales. All right, let's move on. So whilst this might be safer and reliable, I would definitely sit here and say the likes of the Abyss Tier 3 has a lot more potential. So the first thing that I alluded to when I saw this was I made reference to the Reptile Hunter collection, which also started off with Tier 3 skins, as you can see right here. But the point I was trying to get across to all of you is this was the first core piece to be accepted, and then of course we had hoodie and pants, and then of course we had Tier 2. And each and every time, so when this was accepted, both the Tier 3 spiked up in demand, spiked up in price, and when this appeared, it spiked up in demand and spiked up in price. So much so that the Reptile Hunter face mask, as you can see right here, at one point, so let's just get a good idea, what price is it selling for right now? $7, which is still a lot better than what's sold for in the Rust store. At one point, this was selling for about $13. Yep, that was fun. That was very enjoyable. But this only happened because we saw all those new pieces being accepted. I clicked the wrong thing. So yeah, if we only had these two skins, there's a good chance they might have even gone below their Rust store price. But no, we did see hoodie and pants being submitted and accepted, and we did see Tier 2 being submitted and accepted. So it worked out very nicely for it. So back over to here, we now look at the likes of the Abyss collection. Could we see the exact same thing happen to the Abyss collection? Fingers crossed, I would hope so, because it would be a nice thing to invest towards. And at the moment, 17,500 sales, 16,000 sales. I would sit here and say for the 48 hours, I'd say about 17,000 sales. I believe these two will probably end up with about 30, yeah. These two are probably going to end up with 30,000 sales in total. That is my current expectation. But if we do happen to see some Abyss skins being submitted, that being Tier 2 or hoodie and pants, then there will very likely be an increased amount of demand. So that's what we need to do. We need to check up on the workshop comments. Has anyone asked the skin creator, are you going to go ahead and make new things and make clothes, but we didn't get a response. We'll look at the other piece. Here's the chest plate. Oh, there we go. So, Congo Sexley. Okay, right. How are you planning on expanding this set into wearables? Little Ranger responds with clothes, armor, gloves, and shoes. I'm not sure if it's going to be in that order. Maybe we will see hoodie and pants next, but it does look like they fully plan and investing towards completely finishing off the whole collection. And if you are aware, Mr. Little Ranger has been very, very, very successful with getting skins accepted. He is one of the most successful skin creators overall. So, moving on, this right here, if we do see new core pieces being submitted, I do expect the likes of the Tier 3 to really spike in demand and become very, very profitable. But it's also abnormal. You don't need to rush into buying it. We can wait and see. We can keep an eye on the workshop first. So here's the workshop. We've got some goofy skins already submitted. Yes, we do. Looks like that's another anime skin right there. We've also got a Twitch drop here, so keep an eye out. You randomly do see Twitch drops being submitted. But yep, I haven't seen any new of the Abyss collection skins being submitted just yet, but of course you've got to keep an eye out for Sunday and of course Monday. And if we do happen to see some more Abyss skins being submitted, I wouldn't be surprised if they potentially get accepted, and you might see a lot more sales happen for the likes of these. Or maybe Little Ranger takes a break and he doesn't release it until next weekend. I'm pretty sure we will be seeing them soon, so don't worry too much. But with what we see here in terms of the sales, the price, I'd rather do my abnormal buy orders first, then look at the support afterwards, then make a decision whether I want to jump in and buy them. Alright? But what the big influence will be is, will we see Abyss skins being submitted to the workshop this weekend? Let's keep our eyes open. Alright? Now we're going to move on to the likes of the Infernal Door. So this is a very cool looking sheet metal door. I will give it that. It's like melted cheese. Ha ha ha. Very cool glow in the dark effect. Very cool for a sheet metal door. But I am cautious. And why are you cautious, Hedge? Well, do you remember not too long ago we had the Abyss update being released? And of course we had that very cool sunken door with a very cool glow in the dark effect. Well, let's go take a look at it right now, because that also sold for $2.49. And let's go see the state of that, because right now it's currently selling for 94 cents. This was selling for $2.49, and now it's selling for 94 cents. Wow. So, yeah, That also had a pretty cool looking glow in the dark effect with all the tentacles and whatnot. Doesn't matter, people don't seem to care too much about sheep Door skins. It is what it is, alright? We've got far too many sheep Door skins. There's far too many options. So whilst this might look cool now, next week, or the week after that, or the week after that, you might see another very cool looking sheep Door. It will steal all of its attention, its thunder. The Infernal Door very likely will struggle because of that. Sorry, I fumbled the word there. So, yeah, I'd rather do a Barda first because it is also abnormal. I'd rather do my Bardas first, then look at the Barda support afterwards, then make a decision if I actually want to jump in and buy it. But I'm cautious. It's selling quite a lot as well. I'll leave it for now, but we'll leave that for the abnormal Bardas. And if you're unaware, every single week I do stream this. So as you can see here, weekly abnormals. This is me obviously recording how I figure out what prices I'm going to do for the abnormal skins and the regular skins. I stream this every Wednesday night. So if you're watching on YouTube right now, go to the description. You'll see various links. You'll see links for the likes of my Twitter, TikTok, and of course my my Discord server, and of course my Twitch. And you can be there. You can ask questions whilst I'm figuring out prices, and you can see me recording the video. Awesome. So that's a thing for you. So let's move on to the next skin. We have the Anime AR. Now, problems with AKs, much like with Sheep Doors, far too many AK skins currently exist. In total, we have up to 192 AK-47 skins. I'm not sure if that is including the likes of the streamer skins that have been given to us for free. But anyway, this Anime AR, it's got a nice style to it, but it's not very colourful. There's nothing there. It's fairly bland, I'm sorry to say. But yeah, when your AK-47 doesn't really stand out that much like the Kiss AR or the Redemption AR, MPNana's struggling a little bit at the moment, but it might rebound. But anyway, all of these, they're all selling for about $1 at the moment, which is quite unfortunate, but this is the unfortunate fate. Unless your AK skin stands out very nicely compared to all the rest, it very likely will end up selling for around $1. And that is where I unfortunately believe this is where the Anime AR is going to end up at. I believe this very likely will just be a 70 cent to 90 cent buy order, because that's what we normally do when we expect an AK to end up at around $1. So it is what it is. It's more about the weapon itself, if anything, but also the fact that we have far too many of them. So moving on, Smouldering Sleeping Bag. Smouldering Collection isn't exactly doing super amazing. Bit unfortunate, but we should also take into consideration this is a glow-in-the-dark sleeping bag, and that is very helpful. So, of course, glow-in-the-dark deplorables, especially in the early stages of your base, you very likely might not have any sort of light source available to you. You might not have electricity set up. You probably don't want to have the fire on because people might be running around your very tiny base. But you could have glow-in-the-dark deplorables. And this will help you navigate around your base. It's very useful. It's very helpful. And look, this is so nice and cozy and warm. It'll keep you nice and comfy, won't it? But anyway, this is also abnormal. I don't want to rush into buying that. I'd rather do my Bardas first. It hasn't had that many sales, and if you look at all the sleeping bags that come out this year, we actually haven't had that many. I think this is like number 6. Let's just find out. And the answer is no, we had less, 5. And, well, they're not exactly doing super great yet, so, well, that's not looking good, is it? But things might change. There's something I need to talk about, but I'll save it for the end. So maybe some things might change that might cause the likes of these to go back up in price. We shall see, but we'll leave it for now. This right here, as I said, it's abnormal. I'd rather do my abnormal Bardas first, then look at the support, then make a decision whether I want to buy it or not. Sound good? Right. Moving on. El Diablo Wooden Door. So this is the newest El Diablo skin. Looks like we're dabbling into deplorables, which is totally fine. Personally, I probably would have preferred a sheet metal door or an armored door. Cool design still, I will point this out. However, wooden door skins. This is a problem because how often are you using your wooden door skins? How often are you even having a wooden door? Unless you're a role player or something, it's just not, it's the usage that's the problem. So every single wooden door that's come out this year, not looking too good, and it mostly applies to last year as well, but the likes of the Molotov wooden door is being manipulated. I do think Poor Man's cardboard door is actually in demand. I think it also potentially might have been a manipulation. I'm not 100% sure on that. So yeah, awkward. Wooden doors, it's unfortunately something I don't really want to go. It's not really something I want to approach. It's abnormal. We don't need to rush into buying it, but it's awkward. So, yeah. How much usage do you even see with the likes of a wooden door? Does it justify wanting to buy and use this skin? Yeah, take that into consideration. Then we have the MP5 the MPNana, I don't know how to pronounce it, the banana MP5. Again, this is a situation where the weapon itself isn't exactly super in demand to be used. Gun demand is a key factor for how likely a skin might work out. So basically, ever since the recoil update, MP5s have dropped off. People don't like to use them as much as they used to. You could talk about meta and whatnot, you get the idea. So anyway, when you look at all of the most recent MP5 skins that came out, you can see a very easy story. What you see here is pretty much every single MP5 skin that's come out in the past 2 years is in the negative, except the Blackout MP5. Now, this is part of the Blackout collection, so that's a positive. And it's also the early MP5 that was marketable that has some transparency on its aim site, so you can see a whole lot more. And because of that, it's selling very nicely. But all of these other ones, not looking good. So this MP5 Nana, it's not about the skin, it's about the weapon itself. If it's not being used enough, where is the justification to buy and use the skin? If you get what I mean. It's abnormal. I don't want to rush into buying it. I'd rather do my barders first, then look at the support afterwards, then make a decision. We very likely will be seeing a whole lot more banana skins in the future. Hopefully we see something different, maybe a deployable or some clothing and armour. That would be cool. I can see the Thompson armour starting to rise back up in price. That's nice to see. But yeah, it's the MP5, not the skin. So awkward. So those were all the skins this week. Fair bit awkward overall, but we do have some interesting skins selling quite nicely. And if you saw my predictions video, I am basically sticking with the point of it's only the gloves and the tier 3 that I'm mainly interested in. But things could turn around potentially. So if we just quickly hop back over to here. I put out a tweet earlier. We have, with Rust, so in July, or pretty much July so far, we have surpassed the average player count compared to January 2023, more specifically post-Christmas. You've got to remember, with post-Christmas, people are taking breaks from school, college, people aren't working as much, loads more free time, loads more time to play Rust. So justifiably, it's easy to understand why there was such a high average player count. The peak was 176,000, very nice. But recently, we had a very nice high peak player count, and we had a very high average player count. What's going on? Well, overall, Rust is still growing. Loads more people are still playing Rust, it seems. And, as of now, and I say it right there, both the Americas, so North America, I'm not sure what's going on with South America, but all the countries in North America, and Europe, now have school holidays, summer vacation. So that means loads of kids are going to have free time, and they're probably going to waste it playing this game. But you get what I mean. So with the update next week, August 3rd, we very likely will be seeing a even higher peak player count potentially. And we might see an even higher average player count. The more the merrier. Do you reckon we eventually will surpass the all-time peak from the offline TV era? From the very end of 2020 to the early 2021 time? If you can remember that, when all the streamers were playing on a server. Do you reckon we'll eventually beat that? Something to look forward to. But the main thing I want to bring up is, if we do see a whole bunch of people playing in August, do you reckon we'll see Rust skins go up in price? With loads more people playing, could we see a nice turnaround? Could we see the likes of all of these skins being more in demand and going up in price and whatnot? Hopefully, maybe. It's a possibility. There are no guarantees. But it's definitely something nice to look forward to. And it looks like Porcelain Garage Doors being bought out. What's going on here? Price is now $3.50. 94 quantity. No resistance. There are 2 porcelain skins in the workshop that potentially could come out. So maybe some people are anticipating the arrival of some more porcelain skins. I'm sure you are fully aware of the likes of this porcelain rug, which looks absolutely beautiful. I've talked about it more than enough times. I don't know what's going on there, but if I look at the sales after the past 24 hours, 193, that's quite a lot. Someone bought 35. Well, what you can also do, right? If you ever see something randomly on the front page, you can go to scmm.app, go to that specific skin. Did it come out last week or the week before? It came out the week before that. All right, so July 13th. SGMM is a little bit slow to update itself, but you can use that to your advantage. So if I click this right here, it will show you what the... so there's 83 then, and there's 94 now, but said 375 there, 350 here. Oh, wait, no, was this a dump? Oh, it might have been someone dumping stock. That could have been the answer, actually. Oh, wow, it does look like that was the answer. You had a few buy orders here, about 3... and then it's gone down to 350-ish, 16... Maybe it was a dump. That could have happened. Someone dumped us some higher buy orders. Oh, well, there you go. That's how I figured it out. So, yeah, you can use SCMM to help you out with something like that, just to figure out if things are being manipulated or not. All right, cool. So, things to look forward to in the future. Will we see a higher peak player count compared to July's force wipe? Will we see an even higher average player count for August 2023? Something to look forward to. Keep your eyes open. Keep an eye on the workshop, and you never know, some interesting things might be appearing soon. So thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Have a lovely weekend, and keep an eye on the Rustopia Invitational. It's been going on for a while now, and make sure that you see the rest of it for Sunday. So, yeah, all good. Thank you very much. Catch you later. See you. Goodbye.